Hi, I'm Neil McMahon, Brian Park Consulting's Configure Price Quote CPQ lead. On today's video, we'll be taking a deep dive into NetSuite CPQ guided selling. Specifically, on today's video, we'll be taking a look at the industry of furniture. I will be playing the role of a sales representative for a furniture company. I will be on the phone with an opportunity who is asking for a specific L or U-shaped desk for their office. Let's get into it. Looking at the board here, we can see the workflow and the swim lanes of NetSuite CPQ and guided selling. Guided selling is under the umbrella of NetSuite CPQ. Think of it as a first cousin to CPQ. Guided selling can launch from any number of these NetSuite transactions. Mostly, we see estimates, quotes, sales orders. After the user selects the guided selling button on that NetSuite transaction, they will be launched into the guided selling user interface, which is a Amazon-like cosmetically appealing web layout, which allows the user to do dynamic queries and searches on the products and product catalog within the NetSuite item master. From there, they select their item, add it to the cart, and that item gets submitted back to the NetSuite transaction. Alternatively, they could also use standalone mode, non-transactional, which means it is not tied to a customer and is not tied to customer-based pricing. So if they just want to see what they have in stock, what they have under all of their filters and categories, they can use standalone mode. On the topic of customers, through the subsidiary functionality used within the core NetSuite ERP, specific items can be tied to specific customers, meaning whatever customer you select on that transaction, like a sales order, may or may not be shown depending on if that customer can be sold that specific item. And the price of that item, if they can be sold it, may be completely different than another customer. We're here on a sales order. We're going to select guided selling. And that launches us into the user interface. We're going to look for desks. Now we can see all the items, which are desks, that match that criteria. We could do a number of different filters. On the right, we can search by item name ID. On the top, we can also search by description. If we wanted to, we can also do a price range filter. Let's go ahead and add one of these to the cart. We can see that once we have added this desk to our cart, we have a required item. This is the system's way of saying, in order to make this item eligible for the transaction, you also must add this item, which is a warranty item. Pretty common for desks. We'll go ahead and add that, and now the validation goes away. There are other validation types like recommended items, which is a way of nudging the sales rep as an upsell to say, hey, because they are selling this desk by brand X, maybe it is also viable to sell this drawer also made by brand X. At this point, we have our two items in the cart. We could add as many as we'd like. We could also choose to lay out the page in a table or a grid. Let's go ahead and submit these back to the transaction. Back on the sales order, we can see that we have our two line items, the main assembly and then the warranty as another breakout item. Stay tuned for other videos on NetSuite guided selling, including NetSuite CPQ configurator plus guided selling functionality. Thank you for watching this demonstration. If you have any questions, please reach out to Bryant Park Consulting.